After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA.
Welcome back to One Amika, where we react to the good, the bad, the ugly, the funny, and the wonderful things that are going on in our world today. So sit back, listen, and comment. We want to hear from you. Let's go.
A WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. My team and I have carefully examined the WNBA's eligibility criteria and governing framework surrounding self-identification and inclusion. Based on the current guidelines, I can and am officially declaring my eligibility for the upcoming WNBA draft in May 2027. I am definitely not here to mock, make fun of, or disrespect any community or personal choices. I am simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone. The rules that represent the very values many WNBA players and coaches have publicly advocated for. My team and I are prepared to ensure these guidelines are applied equally, consistently, and without exception. And I look forward to the WNBA honoring its stated principles. See you at training camp.
Earlier this week, I made the announcement. I'm transgender. I'm a woman. I identify as sometimes identifying as a woman for purposes of basketball, professional basketball. So I'll be declaring for the WNBA draft in 2027 as well. I think I'd be unstoppable, but I'm a team first guy. I'm a pass first kind of player. I do the little things. I led my team in all 5 major stat categories at Iowa State University. So I do a little bit of everything. I'll do whatever the coach needs me to do. I'll do whatever the girls need me to do. I think the WNBA could come out and make a definitive statement about guys with a pair of balls playing in the women's association. But hey, that'd be probably too much like right. So, and I don't want to be discriminated against. No, I want fair treatment. I'm a young black, hopefully United States senator. That would like a fair chance to participate as a sometimes identifying as a transgender woman athlete.
Now you have 2 ex-NBA players who are declaring for the WNBA to play against natural-born women. Now this is a major issue. Why? Because even though I believe that they are trolling, I think that they're also proving a point to others to let you know that if you continue down this road, you've opened up Pandora's box. This is what you're going to get. Where there were protections for natural born women, where we had laws put in place to make sure that young girls and young ladies, women period, had an opportunity to compete in sports against each other. Now these very same group of women are fighting to allow men to and boys. These very same women, not all, are fighting against or fighting for these young men and men to identify as women and then go into their spaces. Look, Enos Cantor and look at Royce White, both NBA players. Look, I just want you to look at their highlights and just imagine these 2 men who, even though they're trolling but proving a point, are going into spaces for women. Could you imagine these 2? Just one on a team will make that team go undefeated. One healthy man who's played in the NBA before will make one team go undefeated. There's no woman out there that would be able to be strong enough, fast enough, jump high enough, or have the skill level to be able to compete with these 2 guys who played in the NBA. Just look at their highlights. The WNBA commissioner says that they're going to have to look into it further to make sure that the wording is right and it's correct, to see whether or not it's fair for these men former NBA players to come in and play in their league. That tells you right there that even though she may not necessarily want to say anything, she knows that them coming in will cause a talent disparity because they are men, biological men. Yeah, I've seen enough for myself. I know if they go through with this, then I'm not going to feel bad if they actually get drafted and they actually play a game in the WNBA. Actually, I would love to see it just so the point could really be proven. Just so they'll know that, hey, you're going way too far now. If someone can identify as any person and anything that they want, and we have to sit there and say, you know what, I'm going to play into your delusion, then this is what's going to happen. You see it happening all across the nation. Young men identifying as females, and they're going into women's spaces and they're beating them in track. They're beating them in boxing. They're beating them in wrestling. They're beating them in karate. They're beating them in everything that they attempt to do. Even in weightlifting, deadlifting, all of those things. There is a difference between a male and a female. Physically, biologically. Remember, no matter if a man identifies as a woman, when they do the autopsy, they're going to call him a man, not a woman, regardless of what they identify, even if they have the aesthetics that look like a woman. And the same goes for women who identify as men. So let's quit playing this game. Let's go ahead and scale a lot of these things back to make sure that we protect our women. We protect our young ladies. We protect our daughters, our sisters, our mothers, our aunties, these little girls out here who have dreams to do things on a great and awesome level in these particular sports and not have to come in and compete against men wearing wigs, changing their voices, but still having all the manly parts. Again, I need you to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so anytime we drop jewels like this, you are notified. Let's go.